I'm not some tree-hugging liberal hippie dude, right? But it's like you can't just go out in the ocean and just rape it just because you have a fishing license. And every animal you pull up on a long line, and every dolphin you stab, you know, in Japan, like, don't those things have like souls?
I wish I was Justin Bieber, because he sings about partying and girls and fun, right? He parties, he dances with girls. I don't, because he's this fucking celebrity. Because Americans are stupid. Because what we do is we watch TV, and if you have a big ass and your name is Kim Kardashian, then that's what I want to be, like, rich for no reason, right? I want to be rich for no reason. Talk about my big ass. And that's what America is. We've lost our way. We're at the bottom. We're the bottom swing of the Roman Empire. Punk rock was formed for political, social, environmental reasons. Hardcore was about social movements, about straight edge and all these other things. It's a movement. What the fuck happened to punk rock and hardcore? Do you hear anybody on stage talking about anything interesting? Say, I want to see everybody kick each other's ass in the middle of the set. I want to go crazy. This one's called blah, blah, blah. And these bands sing about how I'm depressed or how I'm this and how I'm that, all these poor little woe is me, but they don't fucking talk about anything real. You know who does it? Rise Against. Rise Against us. They don't care. They'll play in front of a soccer stadium and talk about veganism, socialism, politics, Trump, and everything. But I write songs about World War II and about communism. You know, you can't lie when you're a musician. You have to write about what you know.
You're the first American person, but you have Hungarian roots.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because Americans are dumb. The majority. I'm saying it. America. I can say it. Americans are dumb. They like to stay dumb. They don't want to get educated. They don't want to stay on a platform. They don't want to talk about history. They don't want to talk about the Roman Empire. They don't want to talk about communism or Nazism. They don't want to talk about anything but drinking beer and have a good time. Yeah, bro. Right? And it makes me sick that these American bands can't get on stage and do something because they're worried about losing half their fan base. But fucking George Bush Jr. and this moron, I mean, come on. Isn't there anybody else in the Republican Party that has a fucking brain? Or a soul? They talk about being Christian. They talk about the Christian platform, and they want to take away people's rights to fucking health care, and they want to take away universal rights to people so they can, if they have cancer, they die of it because they can't go to the hospital because they can't afford it. That's Christian. They bang the Bible all day long. They make sure the women don't have abortions, but they'll drop bombs on anybody who's Arabic or anybody who's dark skinned. They'll bomb the shit out of them. I call it post-abortion. So they have this platform, this born-again Christian psycho-ideology platform, but they do the opposite. They do the devil's bidding in my views. I have gay family members. I love gay people. They're some of my closest friends in Los Angeles. I live in Los Angeles. I mean, everyone's gay. Who cares? I don't give a shit what you do in your bed, right? But when they're pushing for the gay people to have equal rights to get married, I said to them, I said, listen, I understand that you're a human being and you should have the right to get married. I get it. But are you sure you want to get married? Because in California, you get married, people get married so they can steal from each other. 2 years later, I can sue you and get half of everything you own and take your car and your house and everything like that. And my gay friend said, we have as much right to be miserable as you straight people. So, all right. All right, because right now it was illegal to get married, and so they only got married because of love. Now, a lot of the divorce attorneys are like, yeah, two big incomes coming. These two gay, homosexual men work a lot. They don't have kids really, don't have a family a lot of times, so they work. They make a lot of money. And so now a lot of people are getting married so they can rip the other guy off. It's kind of sad. But it's their right.
Yeah.
The gay people got married, right? They put the gay flag on the White House. I'm cool with it. But the rest of America was not cool with that, right? They were pushing too much. Then after that, they wanted to bring a woman in the office. In America, the slaves were freed before women had a right to vote. Women's suffrage was in the 20s, 1920s. The slaves were freed in the 1800s, right? Women were still, and are still, kind of second-class citizens in America. And because of the divorces that are going on, because people in America, we lost our ethics, we lost our family structure, we sue each other for fucking everything. You'll get married and all of a sudden your wife will, you're some plumber or something, your wife will sue you and take the kids and not let you see the kids, and you're just going to want to go to work. Happens all the time. There's a documentary called Divorce Corp, C-O-R-P, Divorce Corp, and it's narrated by a guy named Dr. Drew, and you got to watch it. It's the scariest movie you ever see. It's about child custody and about divorce. So you have a 75% divorce rate in America, 50, 75% divorce rate. Everybody's been through court, where the first thing they do is they sign on for income and expense declaration. They want to see how much money you make, because it's called the court of equity. Divorce court is not the court of justice. It's called the court of equity. And there's no people in, judging you. It's one guy. He's the judge, who's a lawyer, who's a lawyer himself. So it's all about making money. Give us money, 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 money. So all these people get divorced, right?
Are you religious?
But you know what? If I was born in Thailand, I'd be Buddhist. I'm more spiritual. I don't think that Jesus. I don't follow a dude who had crazy thoughts to kill his son on top of a fucking mountain and just about to kill him. God said, no, don't do it. I don't believe in that shit. Like, you can't live in a sperm whale's belly. You know what I mean? And Adam and Eve, you got to be like fucking your mom or your sisters after a while. I mean, where's the chick, right? There's Cain and Abel, and what, they fucking their mom? Like, how do you get more people out of you? You know what I mean? It's all it's fun party jokes is what it is. It's to tell a story.
Yeah.
But I'm more spiritual. I do believe in, like, treat others as you want to be treated yourself. That's why I went vegan, because I don't want to hurt animals anymore. And all this stuff too, like we use so much natural resources. We fly all over the world. We're in tour buses just guzzling up gasoline. So it's kind of weird. Like I'm a hypocritical spiritual person. Very hypocritical, yeah. Because I talk about it on stage, but then I'm flying in the 740 A380, what an amazing airplane, flying on that thing, just eating up if you fly over the North Pole, it's all dirt. There's no more. I haven't seen in the summer a lot of ice over the North Pole like I did when I was a kid. We used to fly over when I was a kid in the 70s. We got a new bubble coming. It's called a HARP loan. Do you remember the bubble that collapsed? The collapse of the subprime loans in America when everything collapsed? There's another one coming. It's a HARP loan, it's called. It's same guys, same Lehman Brothers, same everything, because this fucking Donald Trump and his friends deregulated everything again, because you gotta let the free market be. You don't need any, you let the foxes guard the hen house. Let the bankers figure it out. Okay, let's do that. Let's make another fucking subprime loan. It's called the HARP loan, and it's coming, and it's gonna blow up in a couple years, and here we go again. So it's a very strange time, because we used to use tanks and guns to control people. Now we use finances and internet. Because, Facebook, great. Let me put pictures of my kids on there. Let me put pictures of my mom on there. Let me put pictures of where I work on there. Let me put pictures when I'm not home. If you're FBI or NSA, you don't need to go send a private detective false image. Just go on their fucking Facebook account. They'll give all this shit for free. And when you buy a new iPhone, on T-Mobile, there is a list of things that you have to check off, and one of them is called you give up your rights to the Patriot Act, and it's just a little click, and if you don't click it, you can't buy the phone. But you click away your rights so that the NSA can listen to your phone. You click away all those rights where all these people died thinking about your freedoms and your freedom of fucking speech, right? Just so you can get a goddamn iPhone. That's $1,000 motherfucking dollars. But I have to have it, because my Facebook account's on it. Everything's so crazy.
What do you think should happen to change this system about capitalism, about money? It's all about money.
Human beings are inherently selfish. All I can do is, Voltaire wrote a book called Candide, and it says the bad guy at that time was Napoleon. And he says, tend your own garden. Take care of that little patch. Your mom, your dad, your kids, your wife, your husband, your little area of the world. Make sure they're okay, and raise them right. And take care of them so they're not the next Donald Trump or the next Mussolini or the next Adolf Hitler or the next Stalin. After World War I, the English divided Iraq into what it should have been Kurdistan, Sunnistan, Shiitestan. Stan means land of. And there should have been 3 countries there, but instead they formed it around the oil fields and tried to keep putting these tyrants to shove everyone together. They don't get along. America, check it out, Bush. The Sunnis and Shiites don't get along, which is fucking insane, because they think one is Allah's cousin should be, and the other one's Allah's best friend, whatever, right? So they slaughter each other. It's really horrible. But anyway, ISIS is so rich now because they took over the oil fields, they took over all the tanks, all the fucking military that we left there, all the gear that we left there, and we would send in airplanes full of cash, and they took $240 million out of the banks in cash, right? So we funded all this shit. I wish I was Justin Bieber. He doesn't care. He wants to go party. Come on, babe, I want to be your boyfriend. And he comes off stage and there's all these girls is dancing. Woo, having a good time. Here, what am I talking about? The end of the world. A fucking bummer. Buzzkill.
That's the truth.
I know. It is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Now I'm a little bit depressed.
Why are you anti-war? Why are you anti-killing? Why are you was that learned, or do you think that it's like innate that you don't want to kill? And why do so many of them want to kill? Like, why is it both natural for all this killing to happen, but also seemingly natural for you to not be into that, or for me not to be into that?
In The Cove, you ever see that movie, The Cove?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
friends of mine made it. It's an amazing documentary. And about 5 months ago, there was an albino dolphin that was born. And usually a pod will surround the baby dolphins for a couple months, and then they'll swim off and we'll be with their mom, this and that. But knowing that it was albino, it was a megapod. There's like 270 dolphins, 280 dolphins surrounding this white dolphin, because in the ocean, you see some white floating around, you're going to attack it because it's probably dead. You're going to eat it, right? So all these dolphins were protecting this thing. The Japanese found it. The Japanese fishermen that go and kill these dolphins found this thing. And they corralled the whole megapod into the cove. And that night, they took the baby away. The mom, who was with the baby, inhaled water and killed herself. And then they stabbed them all to death. They took like 10 away to the Arab Emirates and they stabbed the rest to death, right? I was so upset, dude. I'm like, what the fuck, man? How could you do that? You know what I mean? The whole concept of these people stuck together by this little baby so you can go corral it and stab them to death. We don't do that to cows. We don't go up to cows and start stabbing them. They try to hit them in the head humanely or whatever and cut their throats. I don't believe in it. But it's like, there's regulations. But when it comes to oceanic animals, you can do what the fuck you want to them, right? So anyway, I call a friend of mine, he's a big Buddhist, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just freaking out. Like, I can't sleep at night. I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. He said, those dolphins came back as that's their karma because they were pieces of shit for the life before. So they were like, they did all that stuff to deserve that karma, and maybe that's a different way to look at it. All these bad things that happened to pay back for what you did in the past. I don't know why I'm so lucky, dude. You know, I could have been born Ceausescu's time. I could have been born in the 1800s somewhere, getting slaughtered. I could have been born in Afghanistan. No, I was born in Los Angeles. And I have a house in Hungary, and I'm healthy. My family's healthy, and I don't know why. So maybe in the past life I did something right. So I'm just trying to pay it forward now. That's what I do, because like somebody told me, they said, Mother Teresa's dead. It's our turn. And so what happened when they're starting to slaughter those dolphins? I helped shut down this restaurant called the Hump. It was a restaurant that was serving whale meat in Santa Monica.
Right.
So I have a nonprofit. It's called Pelican Rescue Team, and so I went out and just rescued pelicans like crazy to give back to those poor animals that died over there, because I wasn't able to go help them. There's a bunch of people hanging out there, but the Japanese government protects them. And Obama administration is backing the Japanese because they pay for everything for America. So they cut off the funding to Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, say that they cut off our nonprofit status in America. So now you try to give them money, it's like you can't get a tax return. From it. So what I'm trying to say is, I think what we're doing is paying it forward. Maybe something to happen to us in our past life, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, this can't be it. Right? This is the end all be all. Like, I'm just gonna die and that's it. Like, 5'10" and 10 and a half. Like, broken back, beat up old man. I'm like, this is the best. The universe can make. No, I think we're gonna come back, and I hope.
Yeah.
And I think if you pay things forward, there's the law of attraction. Law of gravity. I think when you put out the good energy into the world, you get it back. And I got it back full-fold. There's been times you don't understand why things happen, And then I read this book by Voltaire called Candide. It's really boring, but at the end of it, he says, tend your own garden. So when everything's falling apart around you, take care of your patch of land, your family. And if everyone took care of their family, and took care of their kids, and made sure their kids weren't slinging drugs and stabbing, murdering, raping people, this world would be such a different place. But there's so many shitbags out there that are in their kids' lives, don't care about their family, just are selfish, self-centered people, and that's what happens. So I think there's good energies and bad energies in the world, you know what I mean? And as I get older, I really believe now, kind of like the devil and stuff like that. Maybe not as the Bible says, but I believe there's bad energy out there, and you can. The Indians said that there's a gray wolf and a white wolf always fighting inside you, and the one that wins is the one you feed. So I think if you feed the good energy and you go out of your way to help people and things, and sometimes you get shit on, You know what I mean? Pelicans will I almost scratch my eyes out a couple times. But, you know, I'm not doing it for like a thank you. So you just do it just to do it. Pay it forward. I do another nonprofit. It's called Beagle Freedom Project. And we get beagles out of testing facilities. It's a really cool organization. And there's an app now we have that you can take pictures of things you've been tested on animals, anything.
Really?
You take a picture of any of the barcode, and it'll tell you if it was tested on animals or not. It's awesome.
Very cool.
Beagle Freedom Project.
Very cool.
We made Shannon Keith, the founder of the organization. She's amazing. She's an environmental attorney. She made it the first city in America was West Hollywood to make it illegal to sell fur. It's cool. If you want to do something in Canada, just try to stop that fucking seal cull. What the fuck? You guys want to eat seal? Come on. And seal pelts, who buys it? Stop fucking doing that. It's all subsidized by the government anyway. You know what I mean? It's just like another thing. It's like, you know, you have the meat industry, right? Supposedly there's regulations. Supposedly it's humanely killed and blah, 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 okay? But it's not going out with clubbing them to the babies in front of their fucking moms. Like, god damn it, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing cool about that at all.
Yeah.
You know? So just try to stop that in this country. It doesn't make any sense. Canadians are so rad. They're so nice and so open. They're so liberal, and they're just rounded people. And then you guys club baby seals to death. That's fucked up, man.
It's the morons in the north.
It's crazy.
It's the morons way up north.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's not manly to club a baby seal to death. It's fucked up. I mean, America does all kinds of shit too. I'm a hypocrite. I drive around on a tour bus all day. You know, I fly airplanes. I'm right up in the stratosphere. I'm killing the environment.
Birds are being eaten up by the
by the engines.
birds are fueling your trip here.
Yeah.
But
the BP is paying for the gasoline in our tour bus, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, fuck, beating baby seals, man. That's a tough one. Listen, if you're gonna get into something, social work, animal rights, any of that stuff, if you're gonna get into anything, you're gonna stand against the grain. Get used to losing. Get used to not being thanked, and get used to getting shit on, and get used to doing the right thing and fucking losing over it. Get used to cops busting you, breaking into your home, all kinds of shit, okay? So it's not something that you do to feel good. A lot of people get in these organizations in Los Angeles like, oh, I'm an activist, like I go to all the parties and I do it on Facebook. Fuck that. You go get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
And you'll see it's really a bum out. Like, I hate rescuing pelicans. Somebody's ripping their wings off right now in Dana Point. It's a really nice area in Southern California. Beautiful, super rich area. Someone's going out there. I've had 4 this last month. Right at the elbow, they're twisting their arm. They're stepping on the bird and twisting their wings off, and then all their muscles are hanging behind them, and the bones are sticking out, and the wings hang at the same injury 5 times this month. And we can't figure out who it is because it's in a boat in the middle of the ocean. Who knows who's doing it, right? And it just is. I just hate going out there. But if I don't do it, who's gonna fucking do it? I rescue pelicans. Bob Barker gave me a van. Addie Gill bought me a boat. And I go out there and I have all the gear and I know how to do it. I have all the permits. If I don't do it, no one's gonna do it. So if you don't do it, no one's gonna do it. You know what I mean? It's up to you. So get busy.